the Pac-12 is literally in discussion with the CW, okay, to air games. So do you mean to tell me that, hey, right after USC plays Oregon, make sure you catch Supernatural on the CW? Like, is it?
And Charmed.
And Charmed. That's great. I can't wait. It's
Buffy.
It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's exactly right.
Great show.
But when you look at it, it's almost sad because from a depth standpoint in the league, from a talent standpoint in the league, from an exposure standpoint, and potential championship, even appearance standpoint, this looks like the best shot the Pac-12 has had in a long time with the amount of good teams that are returning not only personnel outside of the pocket, but at quarterback as well in a year of college football where all the top dogs are having to replace their quarterback. And while the SEC and the Big Ten, all these places, and even we've seen some nice moves by the Big 12, y'all are over here talking to the CW. Why don't y'all just go talk to Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network while you're at it? Why is the Pac-12 the Steven Glansberg of all the Power 5 conferences?
Well, first of all, think about it from this perspective. The CW would be a vast improvement over the Pac-12 network, which nobody had.
That's exactly
Nobody
right.
could view. You couldn't watch a single game. At least you could now go on a guide, whether it's Dish or DirecTV or YouTube TV or whatever, and find the CW and find a Pac-12 game. So there's the silver lining if you're George Kliavkoff. But listen, unless obviously, I think where this is all going, and I'm a little surprised with the Pac-12 that this isn't happening with somebody, is I think this is all going to streaming services eventually. Everybody.
Yeah.
Right? At some point, Ted Sarandos at Netflix, Tim Cook at Apple, Jeff Bezos at Amazon, which they've already done a little bit with the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Sooner or later, they're going to put their toe in the water and they're going to say, you know what? We want the rights to this. We want the exclusive rights to this. And I'm really surprised that hasn't happened for the Pac-12 to kind of kick something off and be the first and have it be a marquee, attention-grabbing type thing. I think that's coming eventually. I'm just surprised that that's not where the main, and maybe it was the main target, and maybe nobody wanted them, or maybe some of the streaming services weren't ready to jump in, whether it's Hulu or whoever it may be. But the CW is an improvement over the Pac-12 network. Now, I'm not saying that that's the end-all, be-all of where they ultimately need to and want to be, but at least their games will be watchable on a nationwide platform. I think that's the thing that was so disheartening about the Pac-12 network and the conference in and of itself is unless you were on Fox, ABC, or ESPN on a select 1 to 2 games a weekend, you were non-existent to your fan bases.
Yeah, it's like the Pac-12 went to ESPN, like Kenny Powers to Jackie Schaefer, and said, listen, I'll do an appearance inside the thing, inside the car dealership. It's only going to cost you $2,000. What does he look at him and say?
I'm going to give you $100.
I'm going to give you $100.
I'm going to give you $100.
Woo! 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 Woo!
Well, let's stay in the Pac-12. Tom,
feel it in my plums.
Let the juice spill down.
Oh, that's what I need.
Who are you? Purplish hue. Purplish hue.
If you watch
I said, let him watch.
Yeah. That's the heat.
Please keep going, man.
I love it.
Let's stay in the Pac-12.
They're coming out with a new season, Tom. New season.
Shut up.
Swear to God.
No.
Yep.
They're bringing him back.
They're bringing it back.
I feel I can make a fair argument that the first season, it was 6 episodes, 30 minutes per episode.
Yeah,
that might have been the best comedic television ever put on TV, regardless of network.
I've never laughed as hard as when Stevie Janowski's my favorite character of all time in anything ever. Dipper, Kenny! All right, that's your question.
La Plama Blanca, baby.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're going, man. We're going. You remember he convinces him that he was the driver? It's like, you were driving.
Oh,
He's like, I'll do anything you want, Kenny. Anything at all. Oh, God. So good. Hey, YouTube, while you're watching, do us a favor. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on and hit that like button on all the content you see. We'd really appreciate it.